Hey guys, welcome back. This is episode number 6, and basically, this is going to be bonus answers to questions from cousin Tommy Lore from Missouri. As you guys can see outside, I'm not hunting today, but just taking the day off, doing some editing. It is snowing here in Arkansas, so it's pretty cool. Pretty cold out there. It's about 30 degrees right now, and it is 4 p.m. So it's pretty chilly, but enjoying it. It won't last for long. So anyways, going back to the video, these are some of the bonus answers for the questions that Tommy had. So we'll just jump right into it. So right before we jump into this video, I want to say that today I am taking a break from hunting, but tomorrow I will be out there in the snow. So tonight into tomorrow should be pretty chilly, so the snow should stay here for quite maybe a couple more days. But my plan is to walk edge line that's close to a clearing, and I'm gonna walk it maybe a good mile and a half, and look for good big tracks. And when I find the tracks, either set up right inside of there, depending on how heavy it is and how big the tracks are. Maybe I might follow it back into the bedding or feeding area, but it's a whole new plan and a whole new method for me because it doesn't snow here often. So if I can find the tracks, I'm gonna follow them and do a quick PM setup and see what happens. Hopefully I can find some big tracks. That'd be great. I'll take some pictures, shoot some videos, and I'll share with you guys. Still have not tagged out yet, so I'm still hunting hard. We went last night. I saw a fork at 70 yards and a big doe at 40 yards, but I didn't shoot neither of them, so they're good to go. Still waiting for a nice buck to walk out so I can get a shot off. So still been tough. Just got to keep grinding. You know, everybody just keeps telling me just keep grinding, and I think that's the key. They're wild animals, so they're gonna do whatever they want. But join me. Here we go, and good luck to you guys. Tommy's first question is, how do you hunt the moon phases, wind directions, and all things that take into consideration? Moon phases really don't bother me so much, but I know that during the full moon, there seems to be less daytime activity, and you just have to push closer. It does seem like the deer are out later in the evening, so really just push tight to the thick bedding and to the thick cover. That's usually where we've seen the most action. One thing to consider with the moon phase is that not everyone has the time to go hunt 3, 4, 5 times a week. So if you're worried about the moon, I would say not to. Just get out there and go tight to bedding. The weekend warrior really only has 1 or 2 days a week to get out there, so just to better your odds, don't worry about the moon phase so much. Just get out there and get tight to bedding, the thickest cover, anywhere you know of that has food nearby or water. That should be a great setup. Weather fronts are huge, especially if you see a big drop in the forecast, usually anywhere from 10 degrees plus. If you see it dropping, that the day after usually is very good. Or if it's even, say, 5 to 10, 15 miles per hour winds, if the wind suddenly shuts off, usually that's a really good time to go too. It'll just get them up and active. After heavy rain or snowstorms, usually right after, that's really good times to go too. The deer will more than likely be up feeding for quite a while, just because they've been bedded down during the storm. So take that into consideration. Winds, thermals, predominant winds, yes, that's usually the biggest thing that either makes or breaks our hunts. And yes, I'm always looking at the forecast at least a week ahead, looking for fronts coming in, and also the night before, the day of, the morning of, or the evening of, before I go out. I'm trying to see what the wind's doing, just so I have an idea. When I get to the tree that I think is the spot, I'll check it again with my milkweed. And basically, milkweed is just your wind detector. You just throw it out in the wind, and then the wind will carry it, and then you'll be able to see exactly which way and how far the wind is actually taking your scents. I feel like it's a lot better than just a powder spray, just because the powder spray you can see what's going on right next to you, but then down maybe 10, 15, 20 yards, you don't see that powder anymore. So um, with hilly country and mountainous terrain, you really want to know what's going on beyond you, so that you have a better idea how to approach the next 100 yards or 200 yards, just so you don't get busted. So I have some of the milkweed here. I have a whole bag full that I've been picking and saving. Basically, they're little pods that the butterflies use to like lay their larvae and eggs and all that onto, and then you just take the pods and then you dry them out, and then you get these little flurry things right here. And I'll show you. You just throw it outside, and then you'll see the wind take it, and then you'll see which way the wind's blowing, near or far from you, like so. But yeah, these are very very useful, and they're free. So I always tend to use those a lot in the tree and on my way to the tree, just to see what's going on with the wind and the thermals. Tommy's next question is: include ways you altered that perfect scenario you dreamt up the night before to keep the hunt at a high opportunity. With that, I'm gonna say make sure you have multiple spots ready, picked out the night before or the morning of or evening of. Have multiple spots on your Onyx maps. Keep checking the weather and wind a week ahead and every day, pretty much hourly. That's what I tend to do, just to see how the winds are changing. I tend to play it over and over and over in my mind, saying the spot that I'm going to go to, and then just see how the winds playing effect on that, and then really just go with your gut. I mean, you can have 4 or 5 spots to choose from, and then whatever you have the most confidence in, then just go give it a shot, because you never know, it could happen. Also, another tip is really to pay attention to what the guys at camp are saying or in the parking lot. Usually they're telling the truth, I would say so, but also it gives you an idea about what the animals are doing. If they're feeding, bedding, coming out late or early, usually that's pretty useful intel that you can use to help you on your hunt. Just setting up differently, or also just zoning into where you think the kill spot is. All right, guys. So in closing for this episode 6, this bonus answer video for Tommy, just want to say thanks for the support, and just remember to like, share, subscribe, and tell your family about us. And don't forget our Patreon page. Going to be fixing up our tiers real quick, so depending on how much you can help us, we have some pretty neat giveaways for you guys as well. So thank you for helping, and very much appreciated. If you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions, just shoot them at me, and I'll be sure to return them back to you guys as soon as I can with what I know. And if I don't know, I'll let you guys know that too. I know I was able to respond to Tommy pretty quick, so probably within a day or two. So hopefully these tips can help you guys, and we'll have more for you guys in the very near future. So just keep following us and enjoy the ride. So before I let you guys go, just want to say encourage you guys to keep scouting, keep hunting, get out there. The hunting is still good if your state still allows it. If you still have a tag, you never know, you could run into a big monster buck, so that'd be pretty sweet. That's what I'm hoping to run into myself. All right, guys, good luck and be safe out there. Thanks.